When you're living through crisis, when you're living through crisis, ongoing crises. Hello, y'all. I'm Dianna, Brianne. I don't give advice, suggestions, information, recommendations. I do share with you my perspective on different topics, as is with this one. I hope you like, share, subscribe. Channel links, channel names are pinned to the top of the comment section below. Well, I wanted to talk a little bit about when you're going through a prolonged period of crisis. We're not talking about a crisis and then it's resolved and it's over with. We're talking about prolonged crisis or crises, one right after the other. Well, first of all, I believe it's important to look at why we're having the crisis. Are we generating these crises, or are they just happening? What can we learn from the crisis? Do we need to make changes for the future so that we can avoid similar or different crises? And crises can come from many different reasons. Sometimes it can come from choices that the person themselves are making. Other times it can come just from somewhere else, and that person had nothing to do with creating that crisis. It just happened. And so we have to look at that first. Then I believe in trying to resolve the crisis to the best of our ability and trying to prevent future crises from occurring. But let's say that there's just one storm after the other, after the other, after the other, and we have little or no control over it. Then I believe that there's a period of time that it's important to adapt and adjust to those crises, called kind of like a crisis lifestyle, long enough to continue to get through those crises. And hopefully those crises come to an end and life is back to a normal or a new normal again. And yet, when we're going through, or if you're going through, or if a person is going through a prolonged crisis or crises, I think, and there's no end in sight at that moment, even with great decisions, I think it's important to adapt and get the crisis mindset where a person can go through a crisis and still live the very best life that they can live, even during a crisis, making the best out of the situations that they are in until they can resolve, or until the crisis resolves itself. And so sometimes there are prolonged crises in life, or one crisis after the other, or a situation that may never change. And I believe in knowing what we need to change and things that we can't change at the moment, at least. Sometimes we have to adapt to them long enough until we can see that change take place at some point. Okay? From my house to yours, may God bless you. I hope you like, share, subscribe, and I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.